Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Mark starting off the show here in the chat with a joke. Let's them all go. Dear God, you're horrible. I'm just kidding. Justin Miller, Jeff Samuel, what's up? I will tell you what's up. So I was watching. What was I watching? Oh, duh. I was watching the new Suicide Squad movie on HBO Max. Tremendously funny movie. Tons of action, tons of gore, like blood, like bleh, all over the place. Love it. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend it. It got its R rating. It deserved an R rating. Tremendous movie, though. Love John Cena, legit, and Harley Quinn, probably some of my favorite people in the movie. It's amazing. But we're not here to talk about that because I don't really do like formal movie reviews on here that much. So absolutely crazy news. So yeah, right towards the end of the movie, I get a notification on my phone. It's been relatively quiet today as far as news. Then again, I took a couple naps. I don't know what was wrong with me. I just was freaking out of it all day today because I needed sleep or something. So let's go with the headline here. WWE handed down several releases to the NXT brand. For the complete list here, we got... Now, I'll go over each of these. Some of these I know obviously more about than others. We got Bobby Fish, Leon Ruff, Tyler Rust, Jake Atlas, Mercedes Martinez, Asher Hale, Giant Zangier, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Zachariah Smith, Kona Reeves, and Ari Sterling. Now, something tells me that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's more. At least I thought there was more. Maybe I miscounted. Referee Stephen Smith was also part of the releases. This is shocking news. I'm getting this from ringsidenews.com. Bronson Reed. I missed Bronson Reed. My bad. He was actually at the top of the list here. It's all split up by ad, so I missed it. Crazy. The brand of NXT and 205 Live just gutted. Absolutely gutted. Some of the, and I will say, as far as 205 Live, I mean, that brand's got to be done. There is, I can't think of anyone left. Not that I was familiar with a lot of what was going on there, but I mean, seriously, you're going to have like, what, 2 people on the brand now? Yeah, I'll go over the list, Jeff. Trust me. I did just a tiny bit of research on some of these. Some of these names, and I apologize, this is not meant to, speak lesser of any of these guys, but some of these guys I'm just not familiar with. Some of these guys, I don't think they were on TV yet. They were probably hires from the last, I'm guessing, we'll just say calendar year. Yes, Ari Sterling is Alex Zane. I'll go down the list here. So Bronson Reed looked like he was about to get called up to the main roster. At least that's what the rumor was from what I was hearing. You hear little things, like when Cross was backstage, Bronson Reed was backstage with him, and he was already some former NXT champion. He was like their North American champion or something, whatever their like lower tier championship is. I forget what it is. They got a couple of them, I think. I am so rusty on the whole NXT brand. It's sad, but whatever. But yeah, Bronson Reed is a beast. He won that great. In fact, I did see that ladder match where he won that championship. It was really good match. Styles, J-Bone released from his STP contract. I'm firing myself. No. Jeez. Germany Christmas. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if Vince McMahon took a look at this guy as he was backstage and then said, no, we don't need him, or I have no idea. This is a guy that could have been Killer Cross's muscle or something just completely separate on the main roster. I don't know. Bobby Fish, most people know Bobby Fish, excuse me. He was part of the Undisputed on NXT. That group is now done. Finney, Adam Cole, everyone, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, they all went their separate ways. Unfortunately for Bobby Fish, his injuries over the last handful of years certainly didn't do him any favors. But he is an older, I don't know how old he is. I'm guessing, I'm going to guess and say 40. I could be way off. So, Sean, not tonight, dude. Come on. That shit's old. You got to come up with some new stuff. Seriously. Like, I'm just trying to like talk about this stuff, and you come at this with names that half these people don't even know. Just stop, Sean, please. So Bobby Fish, I mean, and I'm guessing he was cleared before he was let go, because if he wasn't cleared to wrestle, that'd be pretty shitty. That'd be really shitty. Plus, that'd be a hell of a lawsuit. My guess is he'll go back to where he came from. Possibly Ring of Honor. Just a guess. Because I know that's where he spent many of his years. I'm sure they would welcome him back. And I'm not going to sit here and entertain the AEW idea, because like AEW, I said this the other day, AEW cannot hire everyone, period. They cannot hire everyone. All right, so who's next here? Leon Ruff. Now, I saw a little bit of his stuff. He apparently, he just won a cruiserweight, the Cruiserweight Championship, or was formerly the Cruiserweight Champion, something like that. He won something. I saw him in the headlines recently. Tyler Rust. Okay. Now, this guy, like I said, some of these names I'm just not super familiar with. He is a guy that was, let's see, West Side Extreme Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, Rust Taylor. Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar with that guy. Like I said, it doesn't mean anything against them. It's just I don't know, like, because they hired so many people over the last couple years in those mass indie hirings. So many, just crazy. Um, so I'm just, some of these I just don't know. Jake Atlas, I have heard plenty of positive things. Unfortunately, he, whenever saw something about him in NXT, he was always losing. But I heard he was still having good matches with whoever he was with. He's in his 20s, so he could still do plenty more things. I know he's known for his LGBTQ status as well, from what I've heard. So I'm sure someone will scoop him up with a quickness. I'm not saying just because of that. Don't take it as that. Let's see. Who's next here? Bit my tongue. Mercedes. Dear God. Take 3. Mercedes Martinez. She is, well, she's she is insanely talented. She's a little younger than me. She's 40 years old. So she's no spring chicken, but she has a lot of experience in the ring. She she was supposed to end up in that group that was just all over Raw, SmackDown, the Retribution. So she was in there for like a hot minute, and then they decided it's Randy or Goofy. They decided not to use her, or something happened. Whatever it was, they didn't. They decided not to use her in the group, or she asked not to be in the group. I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's both. Who knows? So she will absolutely be a welcome face back on the indies, I would think. Insanely talented. I was always hoping that she'd go to Impact Wrestling, but I mean, a lot of these brands are really redoing their women's divisions. NWA's getting their women's division kick started. Ring of Honor is, MLW is. Plenty of places for her to go to. Who's next here? Asher Hale. Asher Hale, I was so happy when he got signed. Asher Hale is a guy I was watching on the indies perform in Evolve back when Flow Slam was a thing, back a handful of years ago, a.k.a. Anthony Henry. Now, he was about to retire from wrestling. And he got snatched up by the WWE, and I was so happy for him. He's in his mid-30s, so he's still got, he's still got plenty of time. He may not be in his 20s, but so after getting let go from the WWE in a situation like this, I don't know what he's going to do. Is this going to fire him up and just kind of like get his career going again on the indies and maybe hope for another startup someplace? I don't know. I don't know what's going through his head. We'll have to wait and see. But he was a lot of fun to watch. Absolutely a lot of fun to watch. J-Bone, the new Podfather. Right. Now there's a few more names here that I'm not super familiar with. Next one on this list, Giant Zangier. The Giant Zangier. This guy, from what I can see, oh my God, 7'2", 340 pounds. Wow. And yes, from India. Just a monster of a dude. I never saw him on the TV. You know, there's only so many Indian guys that you can put with a guy like who's the guy that just came back from injury? He was WWE champion a couple years ago, and they just put some more guys with him. Can't think of his name. I think he's on the Raw roster. But anyways, but they already Jinder Mahal. Thank you, Critical Sting. Jeez. Hey, you don't watch for a while, you forget the names, you know. No, not Seth Rollins, not Edge. No. Kevin Owens. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean they've got some monsters now. They got the what the hell is his name? Commander Azir, whatever. They got that monster of a guy. They got Almost with AJ. So you can only have so many giants around. Now you could certainly have a giant on the NXT brand and keep him separate from the others, but maybe it just wasn't working out for him. You know, maybe it just wasn't working out. Who knows? Let's see. Then there's Zachariah Smith. Now this guy is another giant. He was a basketball player. Looking for the info here. Excuse me. He was another 7-footer. I saw it in here. Where'd it go? Another really tall dude. So, you know, maybe just wasn't working out or whatever. Like I said, you can only have so many giants on your roster. Now, Kona Reeves, this is a guy that they've been trying to rebrand over the last couple years. First, he came out as like this flashy guy, and then they brought him out like within the last few months a couple times, I think. And he's a fairly tall guy, 6'4", 250 pounds, decent physique. I don't know. I don't know. He just didn't click with fans or what. I mean, he always came out as a heel, so he had that going for him, I guess. So I don't know if it was booing heat or go away heat. I'm not sure. So who knows? You know, I don't know what his future is going to be. He might get a fresh start somewhere. No clue. Last but certainly not least, I mean, there was the ref, Stephen Smith. I really don't know anything about him at all. But last but certainly not least on this list I was going to talk about is Ari Sterling, a.k.a. Alex Zane. Now, I first saw this guy 2 years ago at a preliminary show. It was All Glory. It was the night before Bound for Glory in Chicago. And it was like a 4-way or something. And Alex Zane like jumped from the balcony into the ring on top of a bunch of guys. Crazy move. It was like the one thing I remembered out of most of that event. Besides, Ace Romero in that match with Larry D and then AC getting signed. That was also Kylie Rae's last match before she went to, was that her first match after leaving AEW? Or I forget the time frame there. But anyways, Alex Zane, I saw him have a couple matches on 205 Live, and when they let go a bunch of people and they started having guys like Anthony Henry and Alex Zane have matches on 205 Live, I'm like, this is how you rebrand 205 Live. These guys are exciting to watch. Critical Sting here. Alex Zane versus Mark Wheeler versus Blake Christian was the match. Okay, so 3-way. Okay, thank you. So yeah. So many more released from NXT. I mean, NXT 205 Live. I can't imagine 205 Live having many more people on their roster. I mean, if you go to WWE.com, go to shows. Oh, no, wait, no, you go Superstars. You scroll down. There's all the champions. Current 205 Live. There is literally, this is the roster. So they actually still have Ari Sterling and Asher Hale still on here. Brian Kendrick, from my knowledge, is not active. That leaves Mark Andrews and Santos Escobar. Oh, and Ikemen Hero. And they have been on NXT from what I know. I thought Mark Andrews went back to the UK. Don't quote me on that, but I could have sworn he went back to the UK. So if he did, that leaves 2 people for 205 Live. So that tells me that 205 Live is canceled. They just released. Is that one of the names I listed? No, maybe not. Desmond Troy. No, I'm not familiar with that one. He's not even listed on the roster here. So apparently there's updates here. All right, well, let's go to the updates. So, and I saw another headline here that they it says all it's part of NXT's rebranding. So let me read part of this, and then I'll look up, see if there's more updates on who you just said. Repackaging the NXT brand. This will include a total overhaul. There's been a lot of talks internally of major changes for the NXT brand, including a new logo, new lighting, a focus on younger talents, and different formats to the TV shows. A house cleaning tonight appears to be part of those changes. Wow. So I guess NXT is really going back to being a developmental brand. No matter how Triple H tries to spin it, it's truly going back to being a developmental brand. Former North American champion Bronson Reed reacted to his release on Twitter by revealing that he is back on the loose. He also teased that he could land on AEW, Impact Wrestling, New Japan, and Ring of Honor. Wow, I guess he's just planning on going anywhere. And I don't know if Triple H has his hand in this, or if this is all out of the hands of Triple H and he just gets handed these, he'll get handed these updates the next day. Like, you walk in and, hey, where's so-and-so? Oh, he just got fired. Oh, great. Oh, isn't that interesting? 205 Live, Kushida was actually taking on Ari Sterling. So Ari Sterling had his last match tonight. Wow. Awkward. I'm not seeing any... And Leon Ruff actually won tonight. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. What's that name again? You guys said... Not even familiar with that name. Troy... Desmond Troy? Desmond Troy. Crap, that's not one of the Impact guys that just came over, was it? Oh, no, it's not. I thought that was one of the two tag team champions. I'm like, that is messed up. No, it's not. So... 6'2", 260 pounds, North Carolina. North Carolina. Yeah, looks like just he was on NXT. So, and I never even saw him before. So, huh. So, okay. So, yeah, I mean, maybe they're not done, but holy cow. So, and I'm banned, I'm blocked from, not Desmond Xavier. Yeah. Oh, yeah, not Desmond Xavier. MSK. What the hell did they call them? Nash Carter and Wes Lee. That's it. Nash Carter and Wes Lee. Apparently not very easy to remember. Um, so okay. So yeah, that's the list. If there's more, I'll try to keep up with it. Maybe give some updates tomorrow. I won't come on here like every 5 minutes and give an update. Unless it's like a massive name or something like that. But I doubt there's going to be any more. Bobby Fish, and Mercedes Martinez are pretty much going to be the biggest names on that list as far as the recognizable ones, depending on who you like and whatever. So rebranding. Okay. So that, well, at least it didn't say budget cuts for the millionth time. Because that just gets old. Seriously, it gets really old. NXT, what? There's more? Are you serious? Man, I need to get on a different page. PW, how about PW Insider? Those names haven't hit here yet. The only ones. Oh, that Zachariah Smith was a PC talent, so he wasn't even considered in. So a few of these were just considered PC talents. They weren't even considered in NXT, really. Oh, oh, you mean Tony Storm, Tegan Knox, and Shotzi Blackheart went to the main roster, as in not in NXT anymore. Okay. Jiminy Christmas. This guy's freaked me out. Is Adam Cole going to the main roster? I have no idea. The only thing I've heard about him is that he had. What is the headline here? This is from earlier today. Where is it? I just saw it. Adam Cole. Here we go. Adam Cole at SmackDown tonight for high-level meeting with Vince McMahon. So what that means, or what that is going to lead to, or if that even happened, I have no idea. Yes, his contract was up, Courtney. Yes, I know. Yeah, he apparently signed a short-term deal so that he was going to be at least there contractually through SummerSlam. I really don't see him going to the main roster. Not saying he can't. I just, from, like, if they're scrambling and they don't even know what the hell to do with guys like Keith Lee and Karrion Kross, what are they going to do with Adam Cole? And nothing against he's very talented. But the guy's like half their size. So what is Vince going to think of him? You know? Yeah. Adam Cole booked by Vince. Oof. Any of those guys booked by Vince. Oof. Crazy. Oh, wow. Look at this. Apparently, I'm getting raided by Jim Cornette's followers. Wow. Look at you guys go. And it's not even English. Look at you guys go. You guys are so cute. Aw. Jim Cornette is God. Jim Cornette watches his wife fuck young boys. That's Jim Cornette. Jiminy Christmas. Exactly. Yeah. Well, good for you guys. Good for you. You get a lollipop and apparently you need a hug because you have no clue what you're doing. Can't even type English. My goodness. So oh, that just makes me giggle. So let me know what you guys think about all this, and let me know where you think these guys are going to go. Where do you want to see them end up? Like I said, not everybody can go to AEW. You know, Tony Khan isn't going to end up with 20 more shows. But I seriously, there's enough free agents on the market now to to like start a whole new brand. You know, it's crazy. So yeah, that's the list. Like I said, I'll keep an eye out for more and see if there is any if there's a large amount more or something. I'll do an update tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm also going to be covering the AAW show that's on Fight, Savages and Kings, I believe it's called. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Fred Yehai, the champ, is going to be in a tag match with a mystery partner against Eddie Kingston and a mystery partner of his choice. So that should be a lot of fun. And there's a lot more too. There's a lot more too on that. Lots of women going to be on there. So look at these goofy fuckers. It's so funny. So I was trying to find something, but anyways. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back talking about AAW. I'll do a review after the show. I believe it's at 6 something, 7 Central, I believe. I think the show is starting at like 6. They're going to have all the preliminary stuff start an hour or two early, something like that. I'll double check, but I'll get everything set up for tomorrow. And yeah, so that's it. That's the list. There's a few select in that group of releases I'm absolutely going to be keeping an eye on. Guys like Anthony Henry, Alex Zane. Can't wait to see where they pop up because, man, those guys are a lot of fun to watch. So we'll see y'all tomorrow night. Take care. Much love. Have a good weekend.